Okay, for this teardown, we're going to be looking at a handheld clamshell game designed by Nintendo. It's actually the precursor to these Nintendo DS's, and it's known as the Game & Watch. This is the Zelda Game & Watch. It comes from about 1989, so it will be one of the last few Game & Watches to be made. These were kind of a popular range of handheld LCD game that existed throughout the 80s. And there was a single game on the device, but they have an important place in gaming history in that in 1982 the Donkey Kong Game & Watch actually was the first console or first game to have a four-way D-pad like with this design here. So that was a pretty big innovation that wound up sticking with Nintendo pretty much ever since, up through the Game Boy and even onto the more modern consoles. They still have the same four-way cross D-pad. So I reckon we'll have a little playthrough anyway and see what the game's about. There we go. I'll be honest, I haven't actually played that much of this at all, but from what I've gathered in the past few minutes of messing around with it is that you have to destroy this enemy on the right hand side while avoiding the stealth underneath shoving a sword up your arse. There we go. So I'm just going to play through this quickly and we'll see where we get. I'll mind the glare. I hope it's in focus. Okay, we have a ghost to deal with here in this one as well. Oh, fuck. So I'm nearly wrecked already. Oh. Fucked. Let's have another go. The Stalfo follows you around, which is a bit annoying. It's a really a much deeper gameplay experience than you'd expect from a small LCD handheld game. That was a stingy goblin there, I got no heart from him. So we have the ghost again. Come on. Yes. So we use the water of life that I just got. Now we're on the boss, which comes up on the top screen. I assume you dodge the fireballs. Oh, I'm dead. Oh well. Okay, let's rip this thing apart and see what's inside. Well, there was somebody at Nintendo who was adamant they weren't going to get done for false advertising. As you can see by the cover art, you literally have the 3 enemies from the game and the boss, and that's it. So, in fairness, you get what you pay for. So I'm going to just pop the batteries out and take the cover as well aside. I think we'll pop the top screen first because it has the least amount of screws in it. Now, one thing I did notice is that they have that kind of proprietary split blade screwdriver, but a normal flathead screwdriver seems to work inside in it as well. So I'm just going to go ahead with this, and yeah, there we go. So I'm assuming it's probably just going to be something like a pretty plain flat flex connector onto the LCD, and that's probably going to be it. And whatever kind of screen printed gels that they have for the background art as well. Actually, it looks like they have a foreground and background gel there. Now that I'm looking at it closer, that it seems that they have gels at either side of the LCD screen, which is nice actually. It creates a kind of an illusion of depth. Now, let's see. Just gonna. Oh, there we go. Maybe not. Well, yeah, here we are. Okay. Okay, there's a shield on the back with some more screws. So, let's get into this. I doubt there's going to be any kind of circuitry up here at all. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Oh. Okay, the LCD is attached to the screen, and yeah, there you can see there's a reflector and the background gel. So there's the reflector and the background gel, and there's the foreground gel here. One second, can we see? Yeah, we can prize that out. Oh, there's the foreground gel as well. So we'll put this back together and we'll get into the other side. Oh, I've gone out of alignment here, have I? Yeah, there's index marks for it there on the moulding, so... Oh, fuck. Okay, it looks like the LCD is separated there, but there are index marks there for that as well, so hopefully this will all go back together okay. They should just be press fit contacts anyway. Okay, so I've sandwiched everything back together again. I'm just going to throw the shield back on, and we'll give it a quick test to make sure everything is okay once we have it back together. Yeah, we're still all good. So, I don't know where that's in focus, but you can still see the LCD in the top is going. Let's get into the other side. I'm not sure, I'm assuming by the time this is a 1989 console, so I'm assuming we're going to have something like flat flex inside, or something pretty similar to calculator design, because the engineering paradigm is the same, really, with the flat flex connector there. Although that just seems to be press contact, so we'll see what's in here. It's anyone's guess now. I'm assuming it's going to be heavily integrated anyway by the time 1989 comes around. There's no point doing anything discreetly at that stage. Oh. Okay, we're in. Well, that's interesting. No jewels. 0 jewels unadjusted. I wonder if that's some sort of something got to do with regulations or something. So yeah, there's it looks to be a single chip on the board, and the board has been milled around it to recess it in to get the necessary width, which is unusual. They've done the same for the capacitor and the timer crystal here. I assume that's the timer for the clock. Let's just see what frequency it's running at. Okay, so I just made some adjustments there to the lighting so you can see the screen of the meter as well. I'm going to throw the batteries into this now and we'll just get a look at what that crystal is oscillating at. That's 32.76, so there's the real-time clock crystal, 32.76 kilohertz. Cool. Now, I don't know, is there much of a point to popping this off, because we're pretty much going to have a kind of a press fit connector there to the LCD and the other LCD gels, and that's probably going to be it, as well as the... sure, feck it, we may as well have a quick look under to see. Okay, I lifted it there a few moments ago, but it was at a bad angle, so I just recomposed the camera and I'm going to lift it again, but I'm only going to tease it up a small part of the way because the LCD assembly is really delicate and I don't want to put it to any risk, so I think that's as far as I'm able to go really. So that's kind of a view in underneath onto the bottom panel. So let's put that all back together now and we'll test it out again.